Hey guys, GamerZach here, and welcome to a Gamer Encounters for Oriental Empires. By the way, a review copy was provided for this. Now I'm trying something a little bit new. For my Gamer Encounters, I'm gonna do a short and light, quick impressions slash maybe kind of a little bit of a review of the game before the actual video starts. That way you get a good impressions of how I felt after this video, and then you can watch the whole 1 hour long gameplay of the whole thing. Alright, so basically Oriental Empires, what is it? It's basically a 4X, which is kind of a bit like Civilization plus Total War, and it's set in China, and that's the thing that sets it apart. And generally, it's not a very confusing 4X. A lot of 4Xs out there are difficult to get into and they're very confusing, but this one was pretty straightforward and you can understand the gist of it within an hour, which is why this stream was an hour long. Now, I think the first thing that should be pointed out is combat. The way combat looks and the way combat plays. Now, if you just look at screenshots and maybe watch videos, you might think that combat is a bit more like Total War. Well, it kind of only looks like Total War because there's no direct control of the combat. But they're all auto-calculated, but you do have choices of stances and positioning and strategies and stuff like that and how the units behave, but you don't have direct control of the units. So combat is kind of like a mix of Civilization plus Total War, but it's a middle ground between the two. Another special note I do want to mention is that there are weather effects in this game, and so you'll see like rain here and there, which I do discover in this video, but the rain actually floods terrain, and the flooded terrain can actually, for example, get your units sick if they're traversing on it, causing disease and affecting your troops. So that's a nice little touch, a nice little detail there. And there is an options menu, but it's very, very limited. It's a minimal options menu, which is a little disappointing on any PC game, but there you have it. And at first looks, there is a campaign, but the campaign is more like a series of fixed maps versus fixed opponents rather than a story mode. But the different dynasties and campaigns do have different effects and nuances to them. So overall, Oriental Empires feels like a 4X for people who aren't that experienced with 4Xs, and it has some nice details. If you've never played a 4X before, this is a somewhat easier one to get into, but if you're very experienced with 4X games, and you like the depth, you like the complexity, you like it being so deep that it takes you hours and hours to learn, then this might feel a little shallow for you. But anyway, that's my general first impressions of Oriental Empires. Now let's go ahead and get to the actual stream and the hour-long gameplay video. Alright, now there's a bit of a complication with this Oriental Empires video. So it turns out that some of the music, or rather quite a lot of the music, the background gameplay music, is gonna be copyright claimed by AdRev. Now, it is possible to dispute these claims, but under current YouTube policy, when you dispute any copyright claim, you are putting basically your channel in the other person's hands. Now, it's very rare that they could do it, but I don't want to ever risk putting my channel in the hands of AdRev, where according to current YouTube policy, they could take down my video and give me a copyright strike. And also, it's just generally not something I want to deal with. But I also don't want to not upload this video because I don't want this to be a Twitch exclusive thing. So what I've done is I've gone through my music service and picked out certain songs with a Chinese theme, which I think sound very good, and basically all the gameplay in this video, there'll be no game audio, but there will be these Chinese songs playing in the background because I didn't want to leave it just silent. So I know this might ruin the experience for some of you, but this is the state of YouTube right now, and I don't even want to risk dealing with a false DMCA takedown or something like that. So there you have it. This is probably most likely going to be my only Oriental Empires video because I don't want to deal with this, and I hope this is a lesson to publishers when they get music composed for video games, that they actually check it against this stuff, because if they want what they call influencers to be making videos on their games, well, they need to understand the current YouTube environment. Alright, so I hope this doesn't ruin the experience too much, but I totally understand if you stop watching. Alright, let's go ahead and start the stream. Hey guys, welcome to the stream and welcome to a Gamer Encounters on Oriental Empires. Oriental Empires is a 4X game, 4X strategy, which is kind of a bit of Civilization, a bit of Total War, a bit of, 4Xs, but it's set in China, so that's what sets it apart, rather. So we're gonna be playing for an hour plus and looking at this game. to see the impressions. Now, before this, I have played 1 hour to get the basics down, because I don't want to go in completely blind, because that's always annoying. So I played an hour just to understand the basics, and we're now going to go ahead and play some of the game. Also, because it's a Chinese game, Ni hao, 我是 Zach, 对不起，我不会讲华语. But we can speak English, so we're gonna go ahead and play single player here. And the grand campaign. So the campaign is split to all of this, and also just before we start all this, it's a PC channel. We should look at options. So graphics quality. This is not good, but it's set to fantastic. I don't know what fantastic means. You tell me. There's difficulty. We're leaving it on normal for now, and okay sound settings, but whatever. Minimal options menu. There is multiplayer and all of that, but let's just jump into the grand campaign, and it's split to dynasties. So if you've been watching my Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom videos, you're gonna recognize most of these. We just finished the Qin campaign in there. But going all the way back to the Shang, you see different campaigns have sort of different properties, you could say. You know, different rates. Like here, power development rate increased by 20%, and there's a special unit peasant crossbow. That sort of thing. And it goes on, and we have to play a number of turns to unlock further campaigns. So I have not played 120 turns, but there's a lot. There's a lot of campaigns here, but each campaign is basically one map. It's one map. Nothing but Luigi says there's no fantastic difficulty. What does that mean? I mean, when your graphics settings are like your difficulty settings, you know, what does normal mean? I don't know what normal means. So it's like setting your graphics to fantastic. Let's jump into the game. So, Shang, power development rate increased by 20%, increase authority by 1, and you get farmers. I draw lines, say these graphics better be fantastic. We'll see, we'll see. Now, the Shang are a well-organized farming society on the floodplain of the Yellow River. They are ruled over by a priest king who intercedes with heaven on behalf of the people, and have developed a system of writing which will develop into modern Chinese script. They use this to write questions on bone fragments in a form of divination. Historically, they are reckoned to be the second great dynasty, but thanks to the aforementioned oracle bones, the first for which we have a real historical record. 12K Ninja says, it's very, very hard graphics. So I'm gonna set max turns to 50. It can go up to a lot. You know, if the setting goes up this, does it just go up infinitely? You can't click and hold. This is terrible UI design for something that goes this far. I think it just goes up infinitely. But now if I wanna, can I type here? No. If I wanna reset it, I gotta click. Can I press back and just come back here? Okay. We're just gonna drop it down to 50. We're just gonna drop it down to 50, because we're not gonna be playing longer than that. We'll probably end before turn 50 anyway. But we're gonna just start up Shang. Play a game. Let's go, let's go. Ooh, look at those graphics. Aren't they fantastic? Yeah, that should be a text box. Anyway, this is the game. So you can tell it's the usual 4X stuff, right? You got your map, you can zoom out. Kind of a tactical view. Zoom in. To very close, actually. You can zoom all the way in and look at your soldiers. Like this close. It's actually... The zoom level is like... I mean, you could not get a better zoom level. I'm zooming in on, like, the grass here. I don't know if I... Yeah, there we go. Look, we can see your farmers doing their thing. Right? Let's zoom out. The Scrooge says, you had me at Hexfield, yeah. You just see the hex tiles and it's like, if you're into 4Xs, yep, this is good. So the details of things, let's zoom in on this tree here. It's pretty good, right? And I mean, if you zoom into this level, you can see the textures are not the best, but you're not gonna be playing at this level. Like, as soon as you zoom out a little bit, that's fine, it's fine. Basically, you judge textures based on how close you can get without really noticing. So a comfortable zoom level is this. Now, how you play all of this is kind of interesting. You have certain units here, and you have a couple people or characters, right? So if you see here, this is the faction leader. This is your king. It's a hero unit. He's got little abilities. For example, he's got chi energy, which makes the units he's with stronger. And he's got Ren, or virtue energy, which is... Oh, well, it's not energy, but... which increases morale. Which helps when you're conquering a city and trying to appease the people and stuff like that. So you got this. If he dies, right? There's an heir to the throne, which currently is Tian Chen here. So he's the heir. So his stats don't matter until he takes charge. So this is the faction heir. So he's got these stats for his unit, but his authority doesn't affect the empire until he becomes leader. Until then, we have Yi Lin here. Okay, I had a friend called Yi Lin. Why does the heir look older? Sometimes it's like that, right? Sometimes it's like that, you know? Maybe he's just like young and he's trying to look old, right? But then you can see, no, I think the portraits are randomized. Then we have our cities here, which currently there's no troops in there, but we can have a look at the cities. So again, we can, bit of zoom here. You can start setting up farms, which we probably should just farm as much as possible. You can construct buildings. So we could build a wooden palisade, which will cost 750. I guess we're just gonna get that going. And you can recruit troops, peasant, militia, and nobles. We probably should recruit some of these guys. We could recruit the settler as well, which is gonna cost 500. We'll probably do that first. Recruit the settler. And it limits when you can recruit the next one by turn. So this is... Do I want to get peasant light spearmen, get some extra? No, we can't recruit any noblemen because I think we just don't have enough. But we could go ahead and recruit some peasant light spearmen as well. And that's going to generally make people unhappy, right? It doesn't really affect your population, but it makes people unhappy. And also, you can see here, we can only get the next peasant militia in the next 8 turns. And the noblemen are gone because there's limits on things, okay, generally. And we can queue up buildings and everything. Look, a build queue, huh, civilization? A build queue. There are also external improvements, which is on this. So this is a bit confusing. This is for internal buildings. This is for external buildings. So this is like, instead of having a worker unit, this is your worker unit, right? And that's pretty much what you need to know for now about cities. So the way turns are taken, it's a bit interesting. So we have a couple hero characters here, and these yellow markers are sort of events. And sending hero characters to events generally is a good thing. So I'm gonna send our heir up to the north. You're gonna go there. And I'm gonna send our faction leader down that way. And I think we start with a settler. So we can split our forces here. And I can think of where I want to set up the next city. There's a bit of a resource there, wild game. There actually aren't that many resources around here. I mean, that's what is that, a rhinoceros tile? There's some fish over there. These are possible settlement locations. Okay, so it's sort of recommending... I guess I'll just send the settler down that way for now. Right? We'll use the settler to scout a little bit. And here's the interesting thing about turns. You sort of set your turns up, your movements, and then when you end the turn, they'll start moving. Does the heir need troops with him? He comes with troops. He comes with, say, 20 bodyguards. So the heir and the leader comes with 20 bodyguards. Besides that, we have this light spearman, which we just recruited, which we'll use to defend the city. But we also have this settler, which I guess we'll send... this way? Yeah, I guess we'll send the second settler down there. So we'll get a triangle of cities near that rhinoceros as well. Okay. Whereas this guy here, these peasants are going to defend our city, and military, sort of total warish. You can set battle plans. So I'm going to set these guys to defend, and we can also set their facing and stuff when they're outside. So if you look at these troops here, right? I select the bodyguards. We can change the facing with these two keys. Does it actually reflect here? Maybe once they split up a bit, we could set their facing. Okay, so we've set some basic things up. We're now gonna need to explore the tech tree. This is Civilization 6 plus Total Wars, yeah, basically. UI looks streamlined. Not a great fan of the modern aesthetic, but it seems very usable. Generally, it's quite good, the UI, generally speaking. Is this game on Steam? Yes, it's on Steam. And again, review copy was provided. So here's 4 different tech trees: power, craft, thought, and knowledge. So power, we could just look at the effects. I think I just want to increase authority and enables recruitment of long spearmen. Yeah, so we're just gonna research that. Under craft, this is all sort of culture stuff. Increases the value of bronze trade, but this bronze making leads to armorers and stuff, so I guess I'm gonna go that. For thought, which is sort of a religion direction, all of these things, they do lead to more interesting things, but for now they just increase culture. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab yin and yang, because why not? And under knowledge, we could go horse domestication, composite bow, calendar, noble archers, increase authority by 1. You know what? Let's get horse domestication. And of course, nothing I'm doing here is good. It has real-time fights. You have very little control. It has sort of preset fights, right? When you end the turn, fights will happen in this phase, right? So we've issued our orders, and they're all walking around. If you zoom out, they actually do move faster. If you go to like tactical view, see they move faster, or you can zoom in all the way and watch them traversing. If you really want to watch them moving around. Off they go, off they go. The zoom level is actually pretty crazy if you think about it. And there's like, it's pretty optimized. Look, usually games with super high zoom levels, things just get messed up. But look, nothing's lagging. Oh, there we go. A suggestion, recruit another settler, already done that. So everything's moving, but nothing's reached its destination. We could have a look here. We don't have any external buildings to build. We're still building that wooden palisade. We don't need to recruit anything else. So we've pretty much set up for a while here. Let's just end another turn. Just get things going. And we can see, I think we'll be reaching some things here. Right? And of course, there is the speed up button. So you can just have things move along quite quickly. There we go. So this settler has sort of reached his destination. I guess we could just settle here, right? It's kind of near the water. Maybe I'd like it to be a little bit closer to the water. I guess we'll just move right there, yeah? Now we have this other settler coming down this way, which I guess can be set up right there as well. I have not too much sense of where cities should go. But this guy, yes, encounter. So here on the left here is the notifications of what's going on. So we have an encounter. A famous warrior. My lord, I have fought many battles and led many armies in my time. I would be happy to lead your armies too, but my craft is a dangerous one, so my rewards must be considerable. Pay him 1,466 and gain a character skilled in generalship. Well, we don't have that kind of money. So I guess we say no. Sorry. I might be able to come back for him, but for now we're going to send these guys over to this other encounter. And these guys will be hitting their encounter soon. So next turn, we're going to get 2 new cities and encounter something. So there we go. Settlers are in position. And it's winter. Okay. So now we're going to settle a city here. The city of Bull. We're going to settle a city here. Oh. Settling a city gets rid of the encounter. Apparently. I didn't know that. Now you know. Oh well. I guess you're just gonna explore further south then. Meanwhile, this guy did actually encounter this. What is this encounter? Merchant. Lord, I have acquired this wonderful sword from far away. It is made from iron that fell from the sky and wrought by the finest craftsmen. As you can see, the workmanship is exquisite. While it does not come cheap, possession of such a weapon will surely enhance your prestige. Now, okay, increase personal authority by 3. Let's go ahead and buy it. So this Tian Chen gets 3 authority, which has no use right now, but when our leader dies, he's gonna take over, and he has 3 authority, which just keeps people in line, right? Like, opposed to our current leader, Yi Lin, has 0 authority. So we've already prepped our heir to become the next leader, and he's gonna go ahead and do that. Don't have a mini-map? I don't think there's a... I mean, this is sort of your mini-map. I don't know how big... Yeah, actually we can see the edge of the world here. This map is huge. This map is huge. Now what's unclear is the wind condition. What's unclear is the wind condition. Let's find our way back here. So we have these 2 cities. And it's spring, and I forgot to set these guys to just start farming tiles here. Seems like that terrain is not good. Just start making farms there. We have some money. I guess we should build wooden palisades in all our cities, just because wooden palisades help with defense and stuff. And what's nice is, yes, in this map, you can just go between cities, no problem. You can just click on the next city and it's there, right? Again here, set those to start farming. We don't have money for another wall, so that's fine. And who's that? Oh, that's a lot of troops. Don't suppose we could recruit anyone here? No, we can't. I guess the safe thing to do would just to be bring our troops down this way. They won't make it in time. Hopefully these guys aren't too aggressive. But we have another encounter here. A famous scholar. My lord, as you know, I am a keen student of the world of nature and seek knowledge that may be of practical use to mankind. I would be happy to join your service and share my discoveries with you if in return you will fund my work. Well, we don't have the money, so improve knowledge advancement rate by 7%. We don't have the money for that. So I guess we'll just bring you back a little bit. Yeah, let's just bring our guys back. We don't want to lose our heir, which we've already got to improve. Okay, but you can see our farms are starting to build up as well. The farms we set to build around Yin. Good, good. So you see there's this sort of different tabs here. But you can only do so much at this time. Because we don't have all the tech. So let's see what happens here. This is bandits, so that's not good. They might just come and kill our entire city. So don't leave your cities undefended. If you guys are experienced with this game or any 4Xs, you know what I've done is horrible. But it seems like bandits move second. Oh, they didn't attack. They have 66 and 66. They have a lot of peasant light spearmen. Huh. If you put a city close to a mountain, can you make iron? I assume there would be techs for that. Let's have a look at the tech tree. Under knowledge. No, it was under craft, sorry. Let's see what we got here. So, bronze working is here. Pottery workshops are there. There we go. Churn drill, copper mine, gold mine, jade quarry. Deep holes can be bored by placing a bit made of heavy wooden log with a sharpened tip on one end of the ground and repeatedly raise, water is poured. So we can get copper mine, gold mine, jade quarry, but I don't know if like a resource is revealed when you get that tech. Because right now the map looks rather sparse, doesn't it? But we have this city next to these mountains, so we'll find out. Let's just end the turn for now and guard up bow here. So at least we have something in there. So the bandits are not attacking us. So I can show you some combat here. Combat is not an entirely win or lose thing. So we have Yilin here. Let's set our formation to... Let's tie these guys together. We're going to set our formation to 2 lines, I guess. Single line, I guess. And we're going to set them to... attack in a formation. Right? And we're going to try chase off these bandits. And we don't have a lot of troops, but we have bodyguards instead of peasant light spearmen. And Yilin gives us 21% bonus with +1 to morale. So let's see how these do. We're gonna take both of our troops here and attack these bandits. Chasing bandits. To catch bandits, try to anticipate where they will move to, as they may move away before your army arrives. Order your army to move through the expected position or try to approach them. Yes. So you have to kind of guess where people are going, right? Because you tell your troops where to move, and they'll move when you end the turn. So if, for example, this guy set his movement to move up, we could miss him entirely. And oh, is it actually raining here? It is actually raining. I don't know if you can see that in the video. I didn't know there were weather effects, but apparently it does rain from that cloud right there. That's a nice little detail. So we're gonna try attack that guy. And there isn't too much we can do. We've got military drill. So we can go ahead and start a new tech here. Flood control, seedling, increase farm food production by 5%. That sounds good. And let's just end the turn here. Stack without orders. No, where are you? This guy. So notifications are pretty good. I guess we'll send you around that way. Because I don't see any threats too soon. And we can't get another settler, right? No. There's the new tech though, Peasant Long Spearman. But we can only do that in 2 turns. Okay. Let's end the turn, and we will start a fight. And fights happen like this. So we told them to move, and now they're gonna encounter each other. Now it's not gonna be a win or lose thing. It's kind of like Total War. There's gonna be losses and survivors. And we can just watch exactly what happens. So here's our bodyguards. And those are our peasants going around there. And we told them to attack in an organized fashion. It seems like they had one stack set to charge and another stack set to stay organized. So there we go. I think we will chase them back. Yeah, it's not real-time combat. All combat is auto-calculated, but you get to choose formations and stances and stuff like that. So it seems like we did scare away one group of them. There they go. They're actually running off that way. And now, there we go. We're gonna kill a bunch of them. I just want them away from my city right now. I just want them away. And there we go. They're running away again. I think we came out on top, but we did lose a number of troops. And of course you can speed things up. And then we can see what happened here. Chi decreased. This man has recovered from a grievous wound he suffered in battle, but it has taken his toll, and he will never be quite the same as before. So sending your leader into battle has its risks. So his Chi, which is this one, it used to be 21% bonus, now it's 14%. So our leader, but he won a battle, so he's now gained 1 authority. So we basically traded 1 Chi for 1 authority on our leader. Okay. So the barbarians are still here, or the bandits, and they got 2644. Meanwhile, we have a battle report. Clear victory. We started with 86, we ended with 66. We lost 20, we killed 62. Pretty good. We lost 20, we killed 62. So we basically took out 1 whole fort of them. So we can continue to chase them. And see what happens. Now, we don't have to worry too much about losing our leader because we have an heir. And the effect of switching to an heir is authority is affected. People are just sort of unhappy there's a new leader, right? But our faction heir has 3 authority thanks to that encounter, so we'll be okay. But if we have no heir and then our leader dies, then there's a bit of unrest and stuff. So that's not good. And if there's no heir, a new heir will be chosen after a few turns. Okay, so you're gonna continue on to that encounter. We're gonna chase those bandits there. Is there anything else we want to do? Have we built... it's gonna take another 3 turns here. How about in Yin? We could build something. We could build a bowyer to get archers. We could build a bazaar. Allows trade goods to be sold to nearby settlements. The income derived from the trade depends on the number of trade items produced. Or a granary. I guess we'll get a bazaar. It costs 500, so it's a bit pricey, but if we start trading with our cities, it's going to be good. We could recruit some noble axemen, though, which might make people a bit unhappy, unrest. But I'm going to recruit them anyway, because there's no one guarding us here. Next settler in 9 turns, next peasant militia in 1 turn. Okay. So things are looking okay. We're going to try chase these bandits again. Let's see if we can finish them off this time. Probably not, but they might be almost killed. So we can just speed it up a bit and chase them off. So it seems like they're a bit more timid. They must be set to retreating very easily. So you see, chasing down bandits is quite difficult. That's fine. That's fine. We're scouting as we go along, and it's a new season. So battle report, what happened? Clear victory. We lost 10, killed 26. So you see, when troops are fighting, especially bandits which aren't like set anywhere, it's hard to finish them off. But we're getting some scouting done. And we probably can just keep chasing them. Why not? Meanwhile, we should have gotten... Yeah, we have these noble axemen. And I don't know if we should set them to explore. Maybe we just send them out that way. See what's across the river, yeah? Oh, there's another encounter down there. Okay. And these guys are going to hit that encounter soon. So we've got some farms. Ah, we've got yin and yang. So we can continue into Wei Qi. Increase the Qi of all new characters by 1. Why not? And craft. Let's... What do we need to get this? Alright, some of the interface is a little confusing. I can't tell what we need to get... Like, I can't... Oh, do we already... No, we don't already own it. Completed texts are colored, yeah. So I can't select this. Do I need pottery first, or is it actually... It looks like it's kind of linked to rammed earth wall. Do we need rammed earth wall? I think we might need rammed earth wall. Can I change tech halfway? That's gonna take 6 turns. Meanwhile, we'll just go and get bronze armor. Okay, okay. So the trees go left to right, yeah, but you see it's sort of... The rammed earth wall from here does not link to anything, but here it specifically links to a side tech, so I assume it requires this. Right? That makes sense? I think so. Alright. So we'll keep going here. No point in dawdling. So we've got another fight on our hands, which we can just speed through. There's not much of them left. There's only one group left. We did finish off that other group. Where'd they go? We lost 11, killed 15. So you see it's starting to balance out here. We probably shouldn't keep chasing them. I think they managed to run into the fog or something. But I guess these guys are just gonna go to that encounter. Meanwhile, we have this encounter. I'm sorry, my lord, but I have no information that you do not know already. Well, alright then. Go see what's up over there. Do we want to build anything here? We could get that. We haven't built a palisade yet. Has this palisade completed? Not yet, right? Another 2 turns. Okay. And you... Yeah, you're gonna go continue scouting here. It seems like there's a bit of a storm on this side. And we'll just keep going. Alright, so nothing major should be happening. We have another encounter here. I'd be honored to join your services and provide advice on how best to rule. Improve power advancement rate by 13%. How interesting. Meanwhile, this other encounter. Lord, I have acquired this wonderful sword. Ah, it's another special sword. Increase authority by 3? But it's going to cost more than I have. Perhaps I just wait. Sickness, though. Army efficiency reduced 39%. A wave of sickness has swept through this army, killing many and leaving many others unfit to fight? Is it because they went onto this tile? Flooded land? Well, get off the flooded land. But we did finish the bazaar. Allows trade goods to be sold to nearby settlements. The income derived. So, do we want to build anything else here? A bowyer, a foundry, granary, palace. Upgrade settlement costs 2,000. Upgrading the settlement to a city increases the number of buildings that may be constructed within. I see. Requires a population of at least 40, so no way. It's nice that these little details are like right here. Produces bronze for trade. Add 1 militia to the recruitment pool, recruit unit. Oh, so getting this will actually give us peasant light archers. 400? Yeah. We'll build that. Then we'll get some archers with the thing. Alright, now these guys. I guess we'll start coming back this way. Yeah, just have a quick peek over the river. And we finish the farm there. Yep. Can we build any more farms? We can build more farms. Population's booming there. We're just getting our starting farms here. Convert to farmland. Why did population boom up so fast here? 9 food compared to Bo. This city's built in a terrible spot. This is 9 food. Does it say where the food's coming from? Production. Domestic, agriculture, resources. Wild game. Okay. So the rhinos do not count as food. But oh, I see. The rhinos are providing 60. Okay. It's not a terrible city. It's just for different purposes. This is getting 60 extra cash per turn. So out of this 240, 60 is coming from this single rhino right here. This one. These guys. 60 coins a turn. Thank you very much for that. So this is a money city, this is a food city. How is our capital actually? We're getting 90 from resources, taxes, and a bit of trade now. And food is coming from mainly our farmlands. Okay. We have rhinos here? Aren't the rhinos out of range? Maybe it's close enough anyway. I'm not sure. Oh well, next turn. Ooh. Who's without orders? These guys? Ah, yes. Mulberries. I guess we've explored pretty far here. You know what? Just have a look over there. Okay, we haven't encountered anyone yet. Are these guys moving out? Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can find anyone. We should be encountering someone at this point, right? I don't see any other players. You can see all the players like pass by on the screen there. Maybe if I just send these guys across. Oh, they have to cross through here. I'm not sure if flooded land... Wait, wasn't this flooded land just now? Now it's fertile. Oh, it was flooded from the weather effect. I see. I didn't realize the weather effects actually had an effect on the terrain. That's pretty cool, actually. All those rain clouds we saw raining, it actually flooded the land? Huh. And because of that weather effect, we lost some troops. What is that? Wild game, yeah. Okay. So fish increase the 4 food supply demand it controls, or has adjacent territory. Ah, yes. Okay, so this rhino does count because we have adjacent territory. Okay. Chi increased from Tian Chen. So Tian Chen is 5-star Chi, 35% combat strength. Tian Chen's looking like a valuable heir, isn't he? I can't wait for our leader to die. Maybe I have one of those solo starts where I just happen to be away from everyone. Ooh, that's someone, right? Who's that? The White D, hostile, bodyguard. We've met someone. This is another dude. Wow, he actually... Is that... That's the character. He actually looks different. This is... Oh, it actually looks like him. Look at that. Let's put his face next to the portrait. Well, it's close anyway. He looks different from other people. So, Jelme, faction leader. So this is actually the leader of another faction. I guess we should come back to greet him in case of anything. I guess I'll bring back my heir, and maybe I'll try get my leader killed. Unit can replenish its losses by moving to friendly territory and then waiting. Yeah, well, I'm throwing Yulin out there. But we've just got horse domestication. Very good. Composite bow enables noble archers. Calendar. Hot-cold theory. Oh, you see, this is actually linked to yin and yang. So because we got yin and yang, we can do this, which is 10% of casualties suffered in a victorious battle are healed. Reduces disease outbreak by 20%. That's pretty good. Hot-cold theory. Hot-cold theory. By the way, the hot-cold theory is... I live in Malaysia, so I hear this a lot. There's like things that are heaty and things that are cooling. So in Malaysia particularly, we have fruits, right? Fruits are a thing. We have the king of fruits and the queen of fruits. So the king of fruits are durians, and the queen of fruits are mangosteens. So you're supposed to eat them together because you eat the durian and it's heaty, and the concept of heaty, I've used quote marks, but it affects some people, it doesn't. It just sort of makes your body feel hot, right? And then you eat other things and it makes your body feel cold. So the concept is you eat the durian and it makes your body feel hot, and then you eat the mangosteens to cool down because they're cooling. Now, some people feel this, some people don't. Personally, I don't really feel anything, but I don't know, sometimes you just eat something, it's like, you just feel like you're burning up, and certain foods do that to you. So that's sort of the hot-cold theory. I think that's what it's called. The people here don't say the hot-cold theory, they just say things are heaty or cooling. In case you're interested, I don't know, I just threw that out there. He's walking up to my city. To be fair, my city is undefended. Is this where the ridiculous rumor about fans using up oxygen came from? No, that's something else. That's not here. We in Malaysia, we have fans in every room. Hoklal says, you mean his city? Not if I can help it. You can attack this army without a declaration of war since it's inside your own territory. Oh, isn't that nice? Yes, please. And you're just coming back here. And now, how long until we get... Oh, is the city actually defended? Do we get the... Let's build a foundry. Did we actually get the archers? No, we didn't get the archers. I thought we would get archers when we build the thing. Or is it actually under recruitment? Oh, there we go. Peasant light archers. Peasant light spearmen. Peasant long spearmen. What are these stats? Attack, defense, armor, movement, morale. Attack strength 2 times when cavalry or chariots. May return to recruitment pool when disbanded in friendly territory. I guess we could recruit some archers and recruit some light spearmen. So that's lowering our noble unrest, but increasing our peasant unrest, right? Military service, labor service. Military strength. I see. Okay. So that 66 peasants, 66 light archers. They've only got 20 bodyguards. It's my city now. It's my city. Okay. And we're just gonna attack him. And these guys, I'm gonna set your formation. I know you were diseased, but I'm gonna set you to charge. Just charge in there. And yeah, there's no formation for that. Just charge in there. Your axemen, go kill him. Over here, we're just gonna scout up that way. We're gonna bring our prince back. And let's... Do we get to hit him? No, he just sort of ran away. He pillaged our stuff. You know what? I'm gonna grab both of you guys and attack him too. Meanwhile, our prince comes back into the city. He just pillaged our stuff, jeez. Power. Rammed earth wall. Okay, so now that we got rammed earth wall, that should actually unlock our ability to do this, which I want to get as soon as possible. There we go. And you continue with seedling trans... Was it? Oh, it continues. Okay, it just picks up where it left off. Okay. So land pillaged. Okay. That's bad. New power encountered. The Dong Yi. You've encountered a previously unknown player. Let us hope they are weak or either friendly. Are these guys the Dong Yi? No, these are the White D. Who's the Dong Yi? Oh. Ah. Zhang Chang. Zhang Chang. That's a very mainland China name, by the way. Just so you know, mainland Chinese names kind of sound like two last names for some areas. Like Zhang Chang. Yeah, both of these could be... Well, it's Zhang Chang lah. Zhang Chang. But either of these could be used as last names. So when you have like two last names as your name, it sounds very mainland Chinese. Know your enemy as you know thyself. Apparently he's got a quote. Can we recruit anyone here to defend ourselves? Let's get some light spearmen here. We could just get... Oh, we don't have money for that. Just recruit some light spearmen and be defensive, please. Okay. Okay, good. And you. Alright, we never really looked at the facing of things. So we can set facing. You see that? You can turn them around, which matters when it comes to fights. But we're not really looking at anything right now, so just keep going. Wait, what's that? Copper. Ah, there we go. So you can see resources. They are just here. They are marked on the map. So there's a copper deposit. So actually a good city spot would be there because we can get wild game and the copper. Which reminds me, can we actually get... We can get, but we need 500. Okay. We'll save up for another settler. Can we get these guys? I think we're fighting. I think we're fighting. Yes? Are we gonna kill the leader of another faction? So he's coming through here. So he was actually set to come this way, I think, but my troops came out of the city to meet him. Come on, die. So he's still alive there, you can see him there. He looks a little bit different. I think that's him? Or is that someone else? I think that's him, right? Yeah, so basically we have to kill all the troops for him to die. So now, we've sent our axemen down this way as well. Are they gonna have at it? They're all set to charge, they just charge at each other. There you go, you can see the towers actually helping out here because we built a wooden palisade. Oh, they're tough. He must have a lot of chin. Now he's gonna face off against these guys. These guys came from this way because each city has 4 gates. So only one unit can get out of a gate at a time. So we had the second unit come around this side. And I've forgotten who are these guys. Is this my prince? I think this is my prince, right? That's him, right? Yeah. Our prince showed up as well. So our prince is now fighting their leader. Come on, die. So you can see, having a leader unit, it makes your unit quite survivable. Two guys running away? That doesn't look like the leader though. Did we kill him? Did we kill him? So, two guys are off. That was pretty good, right? Teaches him for burning my farms. Oh, that wasn't my prince. That was someone else. That's my prince there. He's just ran into the woods. Oh, fantastic. Meanwhile, these guys have showed up. Don't know what they're gonna do. But that looks pretty good. Let's check the battle report and see what actually took place. War, apparently. Militia and noble units have no cost to recruit, so it's better to disband some units and raise them again when you need them rather than pay expensive. Good plan. War. The diplomacy screen. The white D. We will crush you dogs. You burnt my farm. Well, I guess they didn't like us killing them, huh? Narrow victory. Okay. So they had 20. They have 2 that survived. We lost 69. They lost 18. Oof, leader units are tough. But okay. Does it actually mention... Is he still alive? Is he still alive? I think he survived. You know what? Everyone. Chase him down. I want to finish him off. He actually survived. He's one of the 2 survivors. And... charge. Just kill him. Everyone, charge. Now these guys. Zhang Chang. Where's the diplomacy screen? Financial summary. Don't really look at these screens too much. Player status. Victory. So here's the victory screen. Percent achieved. Turns remaining 34. Cultural victory. So, Son of Heaven victory. 75% of the game's population recognizes you as Emperor. Controlling 65% of the game's total population. 50% more points than the second highest player for culture. I see. So those are the points victory is highest victory score at the end. We're currently first on points, so if the turns run out, we win. We win. So all the campaigns are like this, by the way. Victory points, so it actually shows that. Now, where's the... Edicts, Grand Commandment, do we want to do this? Permanent effects, add general character, authority -1. Right. We actually let's explore that. We can issue edicts, which are like sort of special powers. So for example, here we could sacrifice 1 authority to get a general character. So I'm going to go ahead and issue that edict. A suitable candidate will be found, and a new character should become available next turn. So we're going to go grab that. In terms of the diplomacy screen, I don't remember where it is. Ah, diplomacy. Okay. So there's the white D. Here's the Dong Yi. No formal relationship. Let's request an audience. Hello, hello. Let's not fight. We're already fighting someone. Declarations? No. Agreements. Agree to not declare war on each other for 40 turns. Defensive alliance, become vassal, recognize emperor. Okay. Fraternal Harmony Pact. Is that just... Let's start with something simple. Reveal capital location. Right? We offer, they offer. Reveal capital location. Let's propose. So this is, oh, it's cool. This is an abacus to weigh the options. There's an abacus here. Propose. Your suggestion is possible, but the details need some adjustments. They want a single payment of 4. Yeah, okay. Excellent. So we've now revealed each other's capitals. So they are over here. Lin Si. And their city actually looks very different. Look at that. So they're across the river on that side. Okay. So these white dudes, the Dongyi are they? The White D, came from the north. So they must be up there somewhere. But okay, let's see if we can finish this guy off. Stack without orders. Oh, right. This guy. Just keep going that way. Can we afford a set? How much was it for a settler? 500. Next turn, next turn. Okay. Do we get them? Alright, please, please just die. I want you to die. Fantastic, fantastic. Named characters, yes. Okay. So we have new character, which is the edict. We asked for a general. This man has risen to prominence and is now available to wisely to command an army, to govern a city, and use his talents wisely. There we go. Sima Bai. So he comes with bodyguards as well. Yes. 16 bodyguards, 20 bodyguards. Tian Chen is here as well. So Sima Bai and Tian Chen are both here. Sima Bai is a general. So he has his own little powers. 2 Chi for a bonus of 14% and 1 Ren. So he acts like the other characters, but he's a general. He's not an heir or anything. That hints there. Settler. Settler is available for recruitment. Yes, please. Let's grab another settler. That's a little expensive, but that's fine. And we're gonna send that settler to go secure this copper and also this wild game. So if I set up here, it should actually have access to the copper. If I'm not mistaken, because adjacent tiles, because we can access the rhinos from here. So we should be able to access the copper from there. I think. Hopefully. We'll find out, we'll find out. So we've killed that guy. Battle report. Clear victory. We lost 1 guy, still managed to kill one of us, huh? And they're dead. And that would have actually killed their leader. And Ao just got a wooden palisade, fantastic. So they've backed off as well. So everything's looking pretty good, pretty decent. We're gonna send a settler over there. You're just gonna keep going that way. I've been trying to get this guy killed, but he won't die. Oh, stack without orders. You guys. I guess we just send you guys down that way for now. Alright, so we dealt with the invaders. Raiders, more likely. So many players on the map. And this map is huge. All those tiles are traversable. Don't know where anything is. But alright, there we go. We have just constructed a couple of farms. Do we want to build anything else? We probably should save up some money. Actually, it mentioned disbanding units when we don't need them. Noble units, right? Noble axemen. So we should be able to disband the noble axemen. I don't know if they come back to where, but it mentioned delete. All units will be available for recruitment in their home settlement in 2 turns. There we go. Because noble recruiting troops does not cost any money. So rather than pay maintenance cost, you disband them. That's 35 a turn, so that's actually quite expensive to keep around. Okay. Do we have any more farms to build? Yes. Just farm it on up. How about this city here? Okay. So I just want to go ahead and settle that city to check if we can actually access the copper from an adjacent tile. I have no idea what happened to those bandits we were chasing earlier. No idea. Oh. Shilaun. It's their new leader! Would you look at that? This is the Heir from before. He's taken over and has minus authority because it's a transition period. And they're coming in with 30 noble axemen and 20 bodyguards. We currently have our 20 bodyguards here with Tian Chen and Sima Bai. I guess we should grab these guys and bring them back, because you need 4 units to defend all 4 gates, by the way. So let's bring them back. We have some troops here as well. Peasant light spearmen, we're gonna leave them first. War, again. The Dong Yi. Is this the other guy? Is it these guys? Are these guys the Dong Yi? Why did they declare war on me? What did I do? Well, we got a foundry at least. Alright. Okay. I guess we just wait here. Let them come to us a little bit. Get our troops coming back. So they'll probably start raiding some of our farms, yeah? Yeah. Recruiting another settler. Yep, he's on his way. I'm trying to get our leader killed. I'm gonna send him right, see if we can run into these, who's this? Tribal light spearmen. 60. Oh, they're coming in with quite a bit. I better wait in the city until our troops reinforce here. Okay. Well, we've got seedling transplantation, so that's another 5% food in all of our cities. Reduce flood effects by 50%. Allows construction of roads. Okay. And we're gonna get the churn drill in 3 turns. That's fine. Let's group up our soldiers here. Is there naval combat? I don't know. If I have a look here. External buildings. We can build things like this. Keys. Enables waterborne trade. Trade items produced by this settlement may be exported along navigable rivers or across. It costs 800 though. I don't think there are naval units. Alright, so now we're dealing with quite a lot of stuff here. Just grab everyone, please. We are going to set the battle plan to move organized. And we're gonna try scare them off. Meanwhile, you have arrived here. So let's settle the lands. Are those the bandits? That's where they went. Okay. So Xiang has been founded here. And we can just build the copper pit right there. Look at that. So we can build it out from our lines. Pavilion. Oh, there's like a lot of things you could build. We could build a monastery. So there's like certain tiles which are good for things. Pavilion, yeah. Okay, so we can access the copper pit. And if we look at here, does that provide anything? No. Wild game provides some food. Okay. So the wild game's going to provide some food, but we can access the copper pit like that, which is good. So our empire looks decent enough. And let's just... Who has no orders? These guys? Ah, they've settled the city there. Let's send our leader towards that city. And these guys are coming in as well, jeez. It's 2v1. Well, we're fighting out here. They're all just sort of doing the thing. It's hard to see exactly what's going on, so I'm just going to speed it up and check the battle reports after. Is this an early access? Reino Otoko? No, this game released a couple weeks ago. I heard it's gotten some good updates. Now, battle report, please. Narrow defeat. Oh, we're not doing well. We're not doing well. We lost 59, they lost 69, but they had 200. Bumper harvest though. Peasant unrest minus 20. Yes. Bumper harvest, but all of our farms are on fire. So enjoy eating the flames, I guess. What is that? Oh, is that jade? Ooh, jade. Now you... That city is undefended. No, don't go there. Go there. Yes. We're gonna capture that city. We're gonna try. So we've got some text then. Hot cold theory, so disease and victorious battles, less medicine. 5 elements. Medicine's gonna be handy. Let's go that. Thought. Ancestor worship. Shamanism. Shamanism sort of goes down to more things, so do that. Okay. Maybe I should just stay in the city? Set formation, no, set defensive? Yeah, just stay in the city for now. We have 4 units guarding the 4 gates of the city. Are they gonna attack? Or they're just gonna sit there? They're just gonna sit there. Meanwhile... Aha! Surprise attack from the back! Oh no, they have some troops. 60 light tribal spearmen. We have 28 and our 18 bodyguards with our leader, Yi Lin. 3 out of 3 battles won though. He's gained 3 authority from that. Is there anything we could build here that would be nice? Build yourselves a granary. Recruit yourselves some nobles. Get some light spearmen going. Get some long spearmen going. Get some archers going. Just spam it up on the soldiers, I guess. And if we have these guys set to... We just set them all... You know what? Let's see what happens. Let's set everyone to charge. Go attack. Now, coming out of the city, there's only 4 gates, so it's gonna be a long, hectic, and messy battle. But let's see what happens. We're setting everyone to charge. We just recruited a bunch of stuff. And we're gonna attack Dai, the city, on the back of this. See, they have to come out from all the different gates. Can they not exit from these gates because that's where the troops are sat? I think so, maybe. So they're all sort of charging out from the side here. Meanwhile, these guys, we're just gonna waltz into the town of Dai. And they're gonna die. Let's just roughly see what's going on here. So we now vastly outnumber them. So, okay. It's hard to keep track of everything, huh? Those guys are running back. I guess we're not doing too well. 2 bodyguards. Oh, I don't know whose group that is, but he just ran right through the city. I guess he hides in the city, and these towers should be helping out as well. Yeah. There's arrows firing. Okay. It seems like we got them on the run, though. I don't know how the other battle is doing. We probably aren't gonna win this turn. Bet they weren't expecting that. And they're off. And now these blue dudes are attacking. Alright, let's speed it up. Fight them too. Can we scare them away? Send them scattering? Okay. City captured? Did we actually get it? We actually got it! Destroy settlement. Destroy it. Serves you right. Is that another army, the turquoise flag? Yes, Tandersia. That is these dudes on the right who declared war on me after we revealed each other's capitals. Now, please tell me how that battle... Leader died. We lost our heir! We should have left him at the back. Oh well, we lost our heir. That's fine. Look, battles won 3 out of 4. That 4th one, he died. That sucks. New heir, though. He sucks. But... we've got Gong Rui, I guess. He looks the same. But he's not the same. Settlers? Battle report, please. So we actually killed all of those guys at Dai. They all died. This battle report, clear victory. We killed a bunch of them, 64 of them, okay. Then there was this other battle report with the turquoise guys, who these guys did a bit more damage to us. But anyway, I think that's a good place to bring this to a close. I think you get the idea of how this game's gonna play out. All the different dynasties are basically one big map like this. They can be super long games and all of that. We've set this turn limit to 50 turns, and we've only been through half. So setting the turn limit to the lowest, which is 50, what you've seen today is half. So basically that took about an hour, so a 50 turn game will take about 2 hours, I guess, maybe a bit longer, 2.5 hours. But yeah, that was Oriental Empires. If you have any other questions, you can ask in the YouTube comments down below. And yeah, my impressions of the game. Pretty decent 4X strategy game. I like the little details that aren't fully explained, but when you discover them, it's like, ooh, like the rain actually flooding tiles and then walking onto those tiles makes your soldiers sick. That's cool. The encounters are sort of like goody huts, like Civ 6. The battles are kind of like Total War. It's got some cool mechanics, cool and interesting mechanics. The character system is nice. That adds like hero units, basically, which is cool. There's this whole leader-heir thing. I wanted the leader to die and the heir to survive, so I could show you the transition of power. Plus, my heir was better than the leader, but now we got this dude, Gong Rui. You miss him already, huh? Tian Shen. But of course the nuances, like diplomacy nuances and stuff like that aren't really shown here, but you get the gist of what this game is like. If you like what you saw in the past hour, it's pretty cool. There is multiplayer and everything. It's nice. It basically runs simultaneous turns, but predetermined unit selection. That's an interesting approach to the units. It's different from Civ, where it's either simultaneous or... Oh no, you can also... I think there's a setting in Civilization that does that too, I think. I forgot what it's called. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for joining. Hyperpay, Reino, Otoko, Sajuk, Tandersia, JS5563. Thanks to you guys and everyone else in chat right now and everyone else watching this right now on YouTube. Patrons, Twitch subs, people who hang out on Discord, thank you all so much, because I have a kind of new PC, I can play new games again, and my computer doesn't crash. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Doesn't crash when playing anything new. Clerken, be bulky, thank you all so much for joining. That's gonna be it for today. And again, review copy was provided, full transparency, review copy was provided, but they gave it to me like a couple days before the game released, but I couldn't play it. So this is a couple weeks after release. But hope you like the look of the game anyway. And yes, Medieval Week next week. Thank you all so much for joining. This has been a bonus Friday stream. I'll be back on Monday. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!